really sure which tier it is and which ego gets replaced. Oh, it's same. But regardless, it's a doll one with a scissor, which would fit wonderfully with a Bloodfiend version. Sadly though, our current team isn't really running vampire sets, but maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. Patos Matos was kind of powerful, wasn't it? Power level of 23. Damage up. But then again, I barely ever use it, so it's probably going to be fine. And the scissor allows her to hit 3 targets, 24 power, and it can never be blocked. Okay. Applies needles, which increases the damage of enemy skills and bleed count. But sadly, we, like I said, we aren't really running any sort of B teams today. Not even sure if we even have that much envy around. It does decrease the power of our enemies, which in turn would allow maybe Ishmael to activate her conditions, right? Her conditions in order to unleash the double triple hits thing. Or was it just the rapture count? I'm not entirely sure. I should probably reread on that at a later point of time. But considering that we aren't really going full rapture either, I'm pretty sure that is also not really that important. Unless, of course, it gives us attack power? Or is it going to give us ready? Maybe it gives us ready. But there. Okay, so all it does is increase potency or the count of our basic attacks. She. That is fine. It does boost our clash power, so we might get something out of the offensive level downs from Outis New EGO. But the chances of that actually triggering are relatively low, and the rapture increase is not really that important right now. Because as I previously mentioned, our team right now doesn't really lean into any sort of directions, right? We have some poise, we have some bleed, a little bit of rapture, a whole ton of haste. Brodion. Bring on. But other than that, we aren't really going into any sort of direction here. Except for the fact that we're all just trying very, very hard to survive. Other than that, yeah, we're just going to wing this with this team, right? This is the best outcome that we have. Just wing it, fix some small mistakes, and hope for the very best. That is usually the best way to handle all sorts of situations. Especially considering that everything around here is currently not really going according to plan. Right? Nothing is currently going according to plan. I'm pretty sure in the last part, we got separated into different groups. And now, we probably have to deal with that problem, huh? I really hope that Faust and Hohenheim get along. These two are always so bickery with each other. Now then. The Rosette's Desire. See? Oh. Okay, Gregor, there is a good chance that you might have some trouble around here, but I'm just going to believe that you are going to be fine. There's a high chance, though, that I might, that I might want to level up my sinners a bit, huh? Yeah, I mean, a couple of you guys have already mentioned that it would probably be wise for me to level up my guys, but maybe they can still handle this. It's just 12 levels, huh? Just 12 levels. It's just a couple of mannequins. We keep running into these mannequins. Are they made by those nurse fathers again? Oh, probably. Yes. And to be more specific, it is just the Ring Nurse Father. Corporism. It's an art movement that utilizes the interaction between the human bone and muscle, the contraction and the elongation thereof. with a splash of cubism technique, from the looks of it. Cubis? Ooh, that's just nasty. Observe closer. You see them. Writings. They're carved onto their bodies. Writings? Are they sending us a message or something? These corpses were engraved with a wild scroll of a message, carved with a blade. They began shuffling at us in that uncanny rhythm, entirely devoid of any semblance of will. Dearest? Oh, dearest daughter of ours. Please pay close attention to the way the lines are curved. From ribs we make blades, keener than any sort of sword. From family we can make bludgeoning, sturdier than any sort of mace. The thoracic cage has taken this prepossession yet hardly shape of an arc to keep the heart and the lungs from harm. Preserve this natural beauty of the human corpus, and do not infringe upon its primeval, precise value. That is the reverence with which the act of creation must be handled, just as a musician handles a priceless instrument. Touch it, if you will. Your fingertips feel the contour of a blade along the grains of musculatures, its tension and sinews. The bones of the one most desperate for lives have become a blade best fit to reap it. Indeed it has, hasn't it? I knew from the fathom of my heart that you could appreciate the true value of this piece, Yoshihide. The care put into this piece I have so painstakingly birthed into this world is greater than that of any other work of mine. The smallest fracture in balance could instantly render this whole thing useless. Once this piece is complete, dearest Yoshihide, I would like for you to wield it. I shall. Wield it? Wait, are you reforming it into a blade? A human blade? Wow! Never got to finish that precious piece that he always rambled about. Now did he? Apparently not. Ryoshu mutters to herself. Which might have been a good thing, though. I mean, the body's still getting wasted, but still. It's probably a good thing, though. And what do I see here? Oh no. Are the pink shoes around? I guess these bodies are a perfect target for the mind-controlling powers of the ribbons. Right? They can literally attach themselves on pretty much anything. Oh, Gregor. Well, I hope for your best. May you be lucky and actually survive this fight. Alright? May you be lucky and actually manage to survive this fight. Chances aren't really looking that great, but hey, it is still possible. Come on, Gregor! 1 damage! 6 damage! Wait, why didn't he get staggered? I was pretty sure he was right above the stagger bar there. Huh. Well, that's a bit weird. You can handle a couple of mannequins. Absolutely, you can definitely handle a couple of mannequins. Look at that 155 damage. Lovely indeed. Now Gregor comes around, recovers a little bit of his health. And can you recover health with this? Oh yeah, you recovered the bleed amount at least. That is something. that is definitely something, alright? And there goes my Yusei. Oh well, it's fine. The very least he was able to drag the other guy down with him. Right? At the very least he was able to do that. And just like that, we have won our first battle of this week! Not so bad, guys! Not so bad! Even though it seems like They might pick another fight with us, aren't they? Oh yeah, they are definitely about to pick another fight with us. Great. Just great. There we go. Gregor was even able to pull off the final hit. That's something, Gregor. But too bad, though. You were that close. That close to unleashing an ego there. Very, very close. The bullets as well. The butterfly bullets. But, oh well. Maybe next time, huh? Maybe next time. Wait, what is this? The fingers? Oh, Ryoshu, are you going to tell us more about your past? About the ring itself? Or maybe even all of the fingers now, huh? Maybe you're going to explain all of the fingers. So, let's see. The elevator up ahead is still operational. I could see the light of the elevator beyond the locked down doors. If power has returned to the elevators, it can only mean that Hohenheim has arrived at the facility's management room. Oh, then... Once the elevator doors opened, the LCA agent began pouring into the facility in perfect order. They immediately began hacking and shooting down anything that goes into their way. There wasn't the slightest hesitation in their movement as Thou drilled into them from countless rehearsals. Guys, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure we're right ahead of you guys. Please don't shoot us. From the way that they never failed to deliver a killing blow to any target that so much as twitches, even when it's already mangled beyond recognition, I could tell that they were seasoned veterans with years of combat experience. I began to grow certain that these fighters could brush aside any obstacles that we have faced with ease. Huh, the LCA Special Operation Unit, was it? They sure know how to clean the room, that's for sure.
Testing. Coming in. Oi! Give me that! Oi! Hey, guys, are you alright, mates?
Ah, the heck? There's no need to shout in the mic like that, Heathcliff. We can hear you just fine.
Oh, apologies. My assistant's temperament needs to be more of the impatient side. Senator Outis' conjecture was correct. After arriving at the facility's management room, we have been observing the hallways with the devices here. The video feed's quality, well, it kinda leaves much to be desired. But the LCE has arrived at this sector.
Yeah, we can definitely confirm on that on our end. We have visuals on the LCA's unit, passing the lockdown shutters.
But all I've managed so far is to remove one security wall in our path. It has nothing to do with restoring the internal elevator leading to the other departments.
Meaning you weren't the one who restored the power to the elevator? Then why are they suddenly returning the elevator to us and allowing the LCE to come in? Oh. Well, whichever may be the case, does this mean that the wounded can now be transported to safety?
Not quite. Will they manage to send the LCE down here via unknown methods? The entire facility has to be restored in order for us to return upstairs. It is indeed a relief, however. It seems that the agents have been deployed to each sector. They should be able to secure the rest of the survivors. Though I've never been one to be interested in the art of killing and battling, particularly those without even a tangential relation to a research. I have heard that they are a rather formidable combat force, even by the standard of the city as a whole.
Eyes forward. What happened? What's that? Oh god, he just stands there menacingly! The lights flicker and 3 LCA agents who were advancing while covering the front of their squad simultaneously fell to the floor without so much as a scream. The hell is up with him? he breaking through the glass? Don't tell me he's breaking through the glass! Like a broken lamp, the light past the security wall continues to flicker. Between each flicker of a malfunctioning light, the outlines of the intruder's weapon seems to shift into a different shape. At first, the shadow stretched into a sharp tip of a pick. Then, after several more flickers, it took on the familiar outline of an axe, very much resembling Rodia's own.
Judging by their appearance and gear, it is likely that they are the LCA's resonance specialized units. Most likely in the same vein as the team that arrived at the monolith's retrieval mission.
Recon team or not, how did the intruder manage to wipe out such a well-trained team all by his own, just like that, in 3 seconds? Hohenheim, do you hear us?
Indeed. Has the LCA taken care of the situation already on your end?
About that, you mustn't step foot out into the hallways.
Why might that be? Oh, I just watched the LCA agent take down an abnormality with quite an impressive precision to suppress such a tricky entity in mere minutes. Quite fascinating indeed. This calls for an additional comment on this observation log.
The LCA reinforcements sent out to our sector. They were all wiped out.
What? Were this battle fought in an open field, even the LCA's resonance team alone would have sufficed to avoid defeat. However,
this is what happens to prey who forget that they are being snared in the spider's web. They will never fight on an even ground, always drawing their prey to locations where they have the absolute advantage. They wouldn't have lost in an open field, you say, right? It is meaningless to speculate over what will never happen. Look, his prey ensured their demise by walking into his hunting ground. What Eliza had described earlier was becoming more and more apparent to us. Okay. A relaxed but discipled guide was the clicking from his boots. Oh no! The man, after having slaughtered a dozens of LCA agents, slowly turned around to face us. His sharp-dressed shoes lazily clopped against the floor. He seemed to have been aware of our presence the entire time. Light dances across the glossy surface of his white mask. He returned a smile in response to Ryoshi's furious wrath. Then, his lips part, soundlessly mouthing a sentence, word by word. Hi, sweetheart. How did your reviews go? Huh? Oh, hey there, sweetheart. How did your training go? Same old. Dull and boring. Dad, that wound on your arm. Did you do that to yourself? Yes. I kinda had to stab my opponent with a knife 38 times through my own arm. The 20th stab was where it really began to hurt. Why through your own arm? Well, they did say that the pain of burning hurts at least 100 times worse than the pain of getting stabbed. Did you know that? So, when you have to take care of someone, I really hope that you won't use fire. Lest their death would be slow, and their dying breath crosses your name on their long descent into hell. Don't they deserve to watch their lives flash before their eyes in a relative peace? Okay, understand. Come closer. You've got a scratch on your cheek. It must have happened during Valdicia's class, didn't it? Her methods are simply way too violent. She is the kind of teacher who uses the numbers of scars as a measure of training intensity and efficiency. Let me take good care of your wounds, so it doesn't scar, alright? Whatever. Hey, if what the LCE just told us through the transmission is true, then the executive manager is in serious danger. Yep. I know, I'm just as concerned as you are, Outis. But we are not exactly out of the woods just yet, right? Well, the security camera feed is working again. Yeah, look, it's pointed right in front of our door. But come see, if my memory fails me not, then this man's tear suggests that he is... Is that in front of their doors? Oh, you kidding? The middle? I guess we know what has happened to the LCA and the other sectors then. Sheesh! This guy's practically tearing our peoples apart! Is he shouting something? I can't quite hear what he's saying through the feed. Yoshihide. He is shouting, Yoshihide, repeatedly so. Is he looking for her? As he fills the silence between them with a boisterous guff. Face splits into a wide grin, body convulsating with laughter. What joy does this madman find in this carnage? Gah! That's an insanely powerful kick. Flying that guy all the way to the other side of the hallway. The footage is pretty blurry, but do you think that that is a prosthetic leg? Maybe not. I guess a leg covered completely in augmentation tattoos could look like something similar, though. Oh, are you looking at Papa's mighty bear paws? Papa? Who's that? Oh no, it's the book. No! How did you get inside of this room? Who the heck are you? Who am I? But hi, I am Kira. A covered approach? Man, get into position! Oh, wait, you guys got it all wrong. You're watching my papa's work, aren't you? Well, don't mind me, okay? I'm not gonna pick a fight with you guys. Why? I just hang around here while you guys get the important stuff done. Carry on and watch him work. Your papa? Wait, that guy is your dad? Uh-huh. Isn't he like super badass? Yo, did you guys see that? Gosh, the tech's straight up fire. It's so dope. I've been trying to recreate that myself, but it's just not the same, you know? How is he doing that? Totally folding a guy up and tossing him like a baseball all the way to the other side of the hallway. The Treated Massacre is no different from a game or sport. What kind of contemptible scoundrel are you? Oh, you shouldn't be so rude to her. So, you're into that kind of character, huh? Well, that's sick. I'm a huge fan of them too. Did you read the latest issue of the Cloud-Bursting Blade? There's this new character who talks just like you. Like lifting his bamboo hat. And he goes... Oh wait, you don't know the Cloud-Bursting Blade or something? Aw man, I've been trying to sell it to everyone that I know, but no one seemed interested. One of them is obsessed with trading all day. One of them is talking with a blade all day. One of them is just wandering all over the place. The others, you know what she said. I think the story indulges in far too many logical felicities. What the heck kind of book review is that? Like bro, who wastes time nitpicking about what makes sense and what doesn't while reading a comic book, right? Gosh, I don't think I ever vibed with that girl. Anyhow, has anyone here actually read The Cloud-Bursting Blade? If you did, well, if I may have you 4 hours of your time, good sir, we could talk about the comic in full. Enough. If you thought you could distract us with your nonsensical prattle, then think again. Outis, I don't see the middle's nurse father on the feeds anymore. If she's his apprentice, then... Hey, kiddo! What are you doing all the way out there? Haven't I asked you not to wander too far? Is she luring him here? Rats! Are you kidding? No more transmission. They've all gone quiet. Hark! Young Israel! Young Outis! We're down on response! This is bad. We don't even have the manager with us right now. We are all in the dark. We must make haste and restore the facility to its operative capacity. The sooner we obtain access to the security hall's control, the sooner we can coordinate with each other. As luck would have it... What? The hell is that now? We should be able to locate one of the lost pieces of circuitry in this room. These remains. The ring has made its mark here, I see. And they perfectly depict the agony of the people who seek to survive while somebody's directed to hell. Apparently. I see. Oi! Don't force yourself to look so hard at them, alright? No. Disgust as an emotion holds very little sway over me. It's just that... Boss. Don't look at their faces and try to tell who's who. Right. I lost my focus there for a moment. Let's just carry on. What? Is there anything that you wish to say to me? This is highly irregular, but it seems that Faust has expressed agreement with Hohenheim. Agreement? On what? That we must restore the facility with as much haste as we can employ. Yeah, we can't waste time! This is getting weird by the second! Every corridor's getting slaughtered! I thought we finally had some support here, but they're just killing them out! Okay. Oh no! Wait, it's just 10 turns though. That means this isn't a boss fight, right? This is definitely not a boss fight, right? It says Nurse Father, but it surely isn't a boss fight. Right, Ryoshu? It's probably just a couple of mannequins again. Leaving behind the perpetrator of the carnage screening Ryoshu on the other side of the security wall, we had no other choice but to make our way towards the lab. Miss Ryoshu? Perhaps this question of mine is one that you might not wish to graze with an answer, and if it is indeed so, do feel free to just let it float past. But what is your connection to these so-called nurse fathers? Your relationship with them does not seem to have been brewing in mere bad blood, right? And in the change in your countenance, I sense a flash of something almost imperceptible. I haven't put all of the pieces together yet, but they were nurse fathers. My father who forged the sword that I am. Well, you did call him Dad during that one memory piece. Maybe that's an indicator that at some point they were actually family, huh? Maybe. So, alright. That was all of them, and I think we're still in the time limit. Are we still in the time limit? It got a bit close near the end. They didn't really tell me that there was a second wave of these guys. I thought we only had to beat 4, not 8. But it turns out to be 8 again. Or maybe even 10. The last one was increased to 9. But regardless, we were still able to beat them just fine. What's this? Cigarettes and the nurse father. Clear the stage! Oh, that's definitely a boss fight. Is that, where she picked up her cigarette habit? She wasn't really sure when exactly she started with the cigarettes, right? Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? Oh yeah, this is going to be fun. Destroy the LCA. We're supposed to win with 4 guys. Well, it looks like we're here. This is the lab. The LCD and the LCE haven't reached out again since our last transmission. I can only hope that no misfortune befell them. Hey, Manager Butt, are you picking up on anything? I mean, the Golden Burrows. If those people got to them before, then... No, not yet. I don't really think that they did. It is still in there. Whew! So is that right? I guess we should be glad that we still have a chance. Rigger mumbles on in his gloomy tone. Hohenheim will be relieved to hear this as well. As we stepped into the lab, the lights were off. It was completely dark. If the assailant were indeed after the Golden Burrow, then what could they possibly want from it? Considering that the bodies around here are already torn to shreds, it kinda indicates that they were here, weren't they? I was deeply engrossed in my thoughts when I noticed that Ryoshu had stopped in her tracks. Ryoshu? There's a stench coming from up ahead. A sickly, familiar one. Stench? Even in the glowing darkness of the unit's lab, Ryoshu seems to notice something out of place. Wait, you smell something? I don't really smell anything other than you're sick. Wait a minute. She's not smoking, Gregor. Oh yeah. You have not been smoking a single... Hey, wait a hot minute! Only silence welcomes us in the lab. We couldn't hear any breathing, but there was without a doubt the stink of cigarettes and a chilling, disembodied sense of dread that we couldn't exactly put our finger on. When I have left that place, I remember feeling a strong contempt for something. It had to have been. Ryoshu stares, muttering as though she was gripped by the shell. I noticed that she wasn't really speaking to me though. It kinda seems as though she was wading through a bog of mutilated memories to cling to her emotion at that moment. The Hui Star? You... All along, you've wanted to make me suffer to the bitter end, haven't you? Ah, what an audacity! You think I'm the one making you suffer, Yoshihide? You do realize that you've always been the one obstacle in my life, don't you? This is the only way for us to get even. Yoshihide, I never stop. The sound of the feather around my feet, rusting and heavy, how it clinks and rattles. In that vision of the past, Ryoshu raises her sword in an agonizing slow motion, unsheathing the blade that we had never seen revealed before. A white blade of such unfeeling purity, devoid of even a trace of mercy beneath its pale edge. In the split second, I was blinded by the glint of the blades. Ryoshu clutches the hooded figure's jaw in her crushing grip. Then, without a moment of hesitation, she drove the blinding bright sword into the figure's mouth. Holy gore! What's up? You just cut off a tongue! Ah! Why is she smiling? Ryoshu puts the sword out in a single swift motion. The figure coughed out a thick glob of blood and a piece of a sliced tongue. but she spat out more than just a bloody chunk of flesh. A giraffe heckled its way out of her mouth. The triumph of laughter of one who had just seized victory of one's life. With a deep, ragged breath, Ryosho let the sword fall from her grip. She stood rooted in her spot, staring at the flailing figure with a look of pure confusion. ISOTPETA. That is a long word. Sinclair! I need your help! Wait. Insidious stench of the past. It is in the air. And right now, right before Ryosho's eye, the vivid presence from the memory of the past came to life in the form of a white silhouette. Her hand slowly brushes the lips beyond which no tongue lays, as if to remember the absence of the organ that Ryosho had so mercilessly cut off. Like a lone watchman who had been keeping vigilant, waiting for our arrival. The mouth that had lost its tongue faces Ryosho without opening even once. But I think I heard a whisper of a hollow sigh escaping between her lips. Because of my 5 fathers, I had to leave behind the single most important thing in my world. And that is why I must take it back. Well, we are so happy to see you again, Ryosho. I mean it. Such were the words my master bade me to relay. Master? The pinkiest nurse father. As my master, expect nothing from my insignificant self. I am but a blade rusting amidst the quiet turn of nature, doomed to ever endure the dullness of the day and the emptiness of tomorrows. And therein, owing to your pursuit of the spider's thread, I am once again granted a chance to carry out my master's will. Another talker, great! Just piss off! As her apprentice approaches us, Ryosho's nurse father slowly stepped away, towards where the container of the golden barrow lay nestled, emanating a soft glow. Are you taking it? The preparations are complete. I trust that you have not forgotten the plan. Who the hell is that now? A knight? The mask kind of reminds me of the sun. Where the nurse father had left, a figure clad in steel armor enters. What is going on? The armament looks a little too crude there, be a piece of gear imputed with advanced technology. It looks akin to a torture device that we had previously seen in the basement of Sinclair's home. Iron Maiden? No flesh, no blood, no bones to show. In a fight. For an artwork means for my eyes, its aesthetic are lacking in class. Artwork? Keep your mouth shut, even in a moment like this. Did he not teach you that there's no beauty to be found in that? I want him here. Where is the ring's nurse father? The armored figure answers Ryosho's question with a swing of their huge sword. I see, so the knight is related to the ring. Well, either way, we need to take care of this quick and track down the golden barrows. Let's fend them off. Right. You're starting to pick up the rudiments of a steady lock. Watch us demonstrate the meaning of AOS. AOS? Attack on sight? Oh. Okay. The pink apprentice, Ren. She has avoid, she has block, and she has counter. Interesting. No, she's using poise? No! This is bad already! After attack skill ends, the number of slash coins that hit critical times 10 slash them against each target cannot be staggered due to this damage. Gain 50 monolite azure blade. Gain 5 shield per stacks. 1 damage up on critical hit for every stack. Use 1 stack per hit. I need to hit it as often as I can. Okay. If this unit has monolite azure blade, gain the following effect. SP does not drop below 0. If it has below 0, recover to 0. Cover any SP damage taken into gloom damage instead. Save the SP, change to its base factor, decrease sanity. In a clash against targets that aren't Ryoshu, she loses -2 clash power and takes this damage as well. Her Fix Panic cannot be changed. Maximum poise has been capped. Okay, so she's not going to become unreasonable. Is that it? That's good to know. That is very good to know. Now, how exactly am I going to deal with this? Pierce Fertility? Sure, let's try to get a Pierce Fertility. Probably not going to work out, but we can hope for the best at least. And every time we hit her, she's going to lose one of these sword stacks, right? Oh, Ryoshu. Oh, that already looks not so great. Is she just trying to get a SP right now? Slash fragility, extra damage, more poise. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try to avoid this, so that we can avoid the other one. That is definitely winnable. Breaker just has to tank. I'm going to counter this. The soul just gets a free hit. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. That's already horrible. Can you at least avoid the other attack? Can you at least do that? I would definitely appreciate this. No, I don't even get to avoid. I don't even get to avoid. Oh, how beautiful. How truly beautiful indeed. I just can't clash for the life of me. And she's already on max sanity. You're worried about 0 sanity. I'm worried about even 20. What? Oh my god, she actually won that. She actually managed to win one of the clashes. I can't believe it. She's going to go back to 45 sanity though. There's much they can do about that. Okay, how about the avoid? Ryoshu's still avoiding like a champ. Ooh. Okay. Oh no. What? Ooh. Yeah, I can't forget about that. Pretty sure I'm dead. Pretty sure I'm already dead. Yeah. See? At least I can steal some of his SP there. It's not a lot, but something. Can lower it even further. It's just I don't have the egos to actually stop the big attack. I'm dead now, aren't I? I'm just dead. 1,000 damage. Okay. It was a bit unlucky. Let's just try it again. Let's just try it again. Okay. I gave Gregor a little bit of a boost there. Now he has a way to clash as well. It's not entirely sure if this is as reliable as I hope it is going to be. Okay, this is favorable. We have Pride Resonance. Ryoshu, I need you to gather as much SP as you can, while also avoiding giving that girl any sort of additional SP. She just does 1,000 damage! 1,000 damage, my girl! We can have that! We just cannot have that! This is unacceptable! Okay. You should be able to win that clash. The thing is, she will never have minus sanity. That's the thing. She will never ever receive minus sanity. It goes only upwards for her. But as long as I can keep up with my clashes, it should definitely be fine. I just need to be careful so that the others have a chance to recover their sanity. It's the only thing that I need to worry about. I need to be careful so that the others have a chance to recover their sanity. Otherwise, everything is just going to go to hell. Clashing against the counter, 16-19, that should be fine. Feburary already has maxed out her sanity. Kinda need to gather some of my ego resources here, but I don't really have the opportunities to freely change my colors yet. We still need to keep control of her SP here. Especially now, since Gregor has kinda lost his clash there. Okay. Could be worse. Could definitely be worse. I have an ego. But that ego is not going to help me out right now. But I have another ego that I can use. Pretty much all of my guys. Maybe I should use this. Yeah. And then we're going to activate this as well, because I need the ego voice support. Followed up by a clash against the guards. Going to disable the avoid. And hopefully win against the secondary clash as well. Okay, this should be fine. By winning the other clashes, we can reduce her SP back to 0. Right? Yes, she's back to 8. This is already good enough. We can even lower it a little bit further down to 3. And for the next round, she is going to be bounded as well. This is fine. Even though she's still allowed to use a skill here. Kind of a little bit unfair that all of their powerful skills always are related to red coins. That's unbreakables. Oh well, it's fine. That should be winnable. Yeah. It's a bit of a waste to just claim your bones like that, but there's really much they can do about it. But now we still need to gather more of our sanity points. At the very least, we are just already having all sorts of stagger and poise counts here. So that is extremely handy for us. Okay. Another good hit. We're finally touching her HP bar. And a second one joins. I see. And now they talk. Great! Brings Apprentice. Agility and protection, bleed count. Butcher the ribs, tender tier. Attack down, attack up. Okay. Critical. Hit by attack skill, inflict bleed count on the attack now. Including ego skills. Purpose ingredient. Expires next turn. Artwork for Cisco. Powerful attack this turn. Rattling armor. And using repressed flesh with 10 final power for each stack. At 3 stacks after using repressed flesh, this effect and becomes staggered until next turn. I need to give her that rattling armor debuff. Let's see. It doesn't come with any sort of stagger bars. Is counterproductive. Or using the powerful attack. So I want to hit her before she uses a skill. Okay. So every time I see artwork for Skiar, the buff artwork for Skiar, I need to hit her where it hurts. At the very least 3 times. right now, she doesn't necessarily have the buff, but I also still need to keep hitting her. Seems like a better idea. Maybe I can even disable this defense skill. Yeah, I could definitely try to disable this defense skill with mine. Pretty sure that worked like this. Unless, of course, they changed it. There's a chance that they could have changed it. I wouldn't like it, but there is a possibility for that. Oh well. 1, 2, 3. Okay, not so bad. Only 6 damage. The Seng is able to perform well as well. It's good to see. 25 damage is not a lot, but I still take it. Assault is still gathering his SP. He's not quite on max yet, but that's fine. We're getting there. We definitely are getting there. Rhaegar's doing well as well. It's good. Okay, we're going to throw ourselves against Void Dice for now and hope for the best. Pretty sure she's not able to recover any sort of a void from this, so this is fine. Giving her more poise though is probably not the best course of our actions, but I guess it's better than nothing at least. Yeah, definitely. It's better than nothing. Okay, now she has 2 corporals. That means I need to go all out on her now, right? I definitely need to go all out on her now. Ah, shoot, I lost my clash! Rhaegar! Oh boy! You were supposed to win that! Can't allow them to get any sort of sanity around here! That is forbidden! That is quite literally forbidden! Yeah. Oh well, at the very least we still have your Seng. Okay, this is the all-powerful move. Need to hit her 3 times. When hit by attacking skill, before using the skill, gains impairment. Once per enemy skills, including Ego. Does not trigger the effect of Iron Maiden Spike's passive. This unit cannot be staggered after using the skill. So I still need to win against this. Yeah, I still need to win against this. Okay, 2 powerful attacks. Lovely. Just, it's lovely. So we have at least 3 hits on the girl before Rhaegar gets into attacking range. Maybe that is already going to disable her ability or something, huh? I would definitely appreciate that at least. I would definitely appreciate that, and it kinda turns out the 4th dice was pulled forward instead of the 3rd one. Not a big fan of that, but I can't really change this right now. Okay. 4th hit. 5th hit. The stack stays on 3. Rhaegar was able to stop the other attack as well. Now. Oh! I didn't even need to go for the ego! It's okay, after rattling the armor 3 times, the attack just becomes obsolete. Completely obsolete. That is good to know. That is good to know. I don't need to waste any sort of ego resources then. Need to keep that in mind. And now she's staggered. Perfect. 90, 220. Would be around 300. Less than 300, right? Yeah, I think this is fine. This is probably fine. Yeah, she's not hitting the other lady with her spikes, is she? Alright, the crits! Oh, I might accidentally go beyond it then. I didn't account for the crit damage. But maybe I'm lucky? And we're not breaking through the 2nd stagger bar? And maybe she's just more durable. Right, we also have... Oh, we still have protective shields! Thank you very much! Thank you very, very much! I was about to say, got a little bit close for comfort, huh? Okay, we're all going to tackle the armored lady. 1916 should keep the other one busy for now. Come on. Her shield is not that tanky. Can totally break the stagger bar. It's fine if you use a couple of these clashes. It's actually what you want after all. Especially now, since you give me back the sanity that I've just used. Okay. Down to 900 HP. The next stagger bar is at around... Let's see... 600. I can do another 300 damage. And then I need to be extra careful. Okay. I can work with this. The question is whether or not she's going to allow me to do this again. Considering that during the next turn she's probably going to go for her AoE attack again. Then another 60, 220. Yeah, 220 should be fine. Even with the critical boost. Uh-oh. They fine? No! Mariachi got a stinger! Ah! Okay, it's fine. It's fine. The others have access to egos as well. It's not just my Ryoshu, right? Definitely. The others have egos as well, just in case the lady over there is trying to go crazy again. Oh, what's this? Wait, no touching for Sis here. She's not display only. Multiplies the damage from Iron Maiden Spike's damage by 20. I'm not supposed to touch her right now. Probably because I continuously staggered her during the last couple of stages, huh? Yeah, okay, fine. I'm just gonna worry about this lady then. Oh, Ryoshu isn't staggered. Oh, I just saw that incorrectly. Okay. Let's see if my defensive dice can block the avoid dice again. And with this, I think we are pretty much in the green. Yeah, I think we're pretty much in the green. She has a lot of defense though. That might be a bit of a problem, but other than that, I think we're going to be fine. Yeah, Regret was able to win just fine. Assault is going to get a power boost now. You are unable to stagger me from that attack, right? As long as we win our clashes at least. I'm going to give her a couple of additional slaps and hope for the best. At the very least, this lady is currently not trying to block all of my hits again. So this is going to be handy. At least not for now. Gregor is capable of recharging his sanity here. That is very, very handy. Same goes for the other lady, even though he's about to get counted. Or maybe not. Maybe I was lucky enough. Okay, but my salt is getting very, very dangerously low there. Not a big fan of that. Oh well. We're still quite far away from the stagger bar though. Need to be mindful of that. Some more via yellow hits. Alright, this is going to be fine. Come on, my swords! Alright, our Ryoshu. Hit the where it hurts. Steal away all of the blades if you have to. You need to get rid of the samurai lady first though. I want to stagger her, please. I really want to stagger her. Okay, this is fine. Did he just rip out a part of his flesh and puts it in her sword? Oh, that is just messed up. And I didn't know that claim your bones would hit both targets like this. This is crazy. Uh-oh. Don't you do that. Don't you dare hit my assault like that. You were not supposed to get that much sanity, lady. You were not supposed to get so much sanity. Okay. Stagger bar's almost reached. Perfect. I don't need to worry about her buff right now. The other lady is currently being kept busy. So this is going to be fine. A couple of critical hits are also going to be quite helpful for us. Yiseng, are you able to get this dagger, please? Just need a couple of hits. It's right around the corner, Yiseng. Can we please get this? We are not getting the stagger. Are you kidding me right now? I just killed my Yiseng. Ah, it's a freaking shield, isn't it? Definitely, it was the freaking shield. With the egos, I should definitely be able to hit her into the stagger. Right? I should definitely be able to hit her into the stagger bar. Even after messing up both of the coin tosses, I should still be able to stagger the lady. Right? I can definitely still stagger the lady. And also heal up my guys a little. They definitely need this. Okay, 69 damage. Huh? Wait, where did she go? She was supposed to be staggered! Oh, she's here! Did she retreat? I guess she retreated. I kinda want to regenerate more of my health, but I don't really think that is possible right now. Well, nothing we can do about it. The fragility is going to be helpful though, definitely. We could definitely need the fragility. And the additional SP. I've been using a lot of egos as of yet, already recently. But I kinda had to! I'm kind of forcing my hands here! They're super beefy after all. By the way, how's our turn count right now? Was there a turn limit around here? During the last boss fight we had a turn limit of 15, wasn't it? That was kinda harsh. Ooh, we are already at 18. I really hope there's no turn count around here. That would be kinda horrendous. Really horrendous. Flashable, and there's nothing I can do about the void. This is fine, but she has so much shield! Why do you always have so much shield? I'm pretty sure you didn't win any of your clashes. So where do you always draw your shields from? Or is it because of the poise thing? Is it actually a poise thing? That might be, but I'm pretty sure that was only related to your swords. You were not supposed to generate that many shields there. And you're really close to the stagger bar. It's right around the corner. It is literally right around the corner. I can win this clash, even with the red dice. It's a bit of a shame that I have to use it though. Oh well, at the very least we have the debuff on all of our dices. This is going to help us out quite nicely. Are we able to break through our guards? 15? I mean 14? We're getting really close to it. Just a couple more hits. Come on, my sword. You got this. Did we get it? Oh. Oh. What were you just about to do? Refrain from any deviation from the plan, as my humble self neglected to impress upon this matter many times. See? Vasiska has begun to pulsate. Is Vasiska your sword? Was that guy creating a sword like this for Ryoshu? A beating heart and a blade? Ugh! I haven't seen Vasiska tremble like so in a long while. Why don't you give her a chance to chat? This plan involves no outward expression of such selfish desires. The plan that involves only the observation of the warming, reddening flesh while our own heartbeat slows. That plan isn't for Siska's liking. Her tendons have tightened. Yet, we must learn to remain tranquil before these common beats if we are to adhere to the wills of those who are our masters. I've always been curious of the master's child, forever lost. Why not let us at least prepare a marquetry? It has become apparent that this glorified executioner does not know her place clearly. It is about time her branches are pruned. With that, the man who stood in our way leaps towards the pulsating greatsword of flesh and delivered a powerful strike. That was a man? Wait, are you cutting down your partner? Well, this may be our stroke of fortune. It seems that in the chaos, our presence has slipped minds. Oh, the golden burrows! We need to go after them! Feeling a dull pain squeezing through the grooves of my mind, I turn towards the spot from which the sensation surges forth. Ryoshu? And saw Ryoshu standing there. In her eyes burnt hatred and fury, a glare that would easily have had me believe that she would unsheath the sword from her back at any minute. At the receiving end of that glare, what's the star again? Was the veiled figure who had been watching our battle with our world. The Pinky's nurse father simply stood there, meeting Ryosha's wrathful gaze as she did in the fragmented memories. Then she withdrew into the shadows, the darkness slowly eating away at her shape, before disappearing from our sight. Dante, have you found the golden burrows? We must go after them. No. We were too late. I felt a dull pain in my head lift as I pointed where the veiled person had stood. The golden burrows that should have been there were gone. What remained in their place were dozens of cigarette butts, the same kind that Ryoshu has smoked, piled up like a thick layer of dust. Just how long were they waiting for us?